What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played, Southampton, at home, at Old Trafford, guys. Anyway, guys, let's just get straight into today's video. So we made one change from the last game against Arsenal. Talking about the starting 11, so we started with De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, McTominay, Fred, Greenwood, Fernandes, Rashford and Cavani. Getting into the overall reaction now, Man United hammer Southampton. Man United demolish 9-man Saints. Man United score 9 in record, equaling win over Southampton. Goals galore. Wow, what a crazy game, what a win, what a result. It was too easy once Southampton went down to 10 men. 21 is coming. Ollie's back at the wheel. We got the job done. Fantastic performance. Well done, boys. That was a well-deserved win. Up the fucking Reds. Win done. 3 points done. And clean sheet done. Before I start today's video, guys, this video will not be fully edited due to the fact that our next game against Everton is played in the next 3 days, so I don't have enough time to edit this video, unfortunately. My apologies once again. This video is going to be another long one. It's just really tough with the tight schedule, with not only just my tight schedule but also with all the games being cramped in at once as well. It's hard enough to get these videos fully edited, and plus it takes me 3 days as well, so my apologies once again, guys. But anyway, guys, let's just get straight into today's video. What did I make of the performance? Performance overall was absolutely fantastic by the players. I mean, you would have been thinking, who were expecting 9 goals? No one did. I think everyone expected expected something better from Southampton. You know, I even said in my last video, I said, you know, they were going to play with a lot of resilience. They're this competitive, organised side, and you know what? But no disrespect to Southampton, you know. I mean, they couldn't really do anything about it. They went down to 10 men, and it got worse. And then when they went down to 9 men, it got even worse. It pretty much went from worse to horrific. So Southampton, they got absolutely spanked. I mean, they can't do anything about that. But you know, you can't really blame Ralph Hasenhüttl for that. That's the players. That was totally down to the players, because the players, you know, didn't respond. They didn't respond once they went 1-0 down. But they didn't really respond once they went down to 10 men. And sometimes when you go down to 10 men, sometimes you have that advantage. Sometimes you don't, and you know it's advantage for the opposition then to go and win the game, and it was really an advantage for us. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and it didn't work last night for the Saints. Got absolutely demolished by Manchester United last night, but I mean, 9-0, record equaling win over Southampton, goals galore. It was a crazy game from start to finish. It was a great win, great result for the boys, and it was just too easy for us once they went down to 10 men. And funny enough, you know, the guy who got sent off in the first player, he was making his Southampton debut, and he was off within 90 seconds. So what a way to start what a way to make your debut for Southampton, by getting sent off. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. 9-0, second time they've lost 9-0, and Southampton, they got to go back to the training ground and sort it out. I mean, you know, it's harsh on them because obviously they had so many players out due to injury and suspension, but that's not down to Ralph's fault. That's down to the players not being fit enough, and it goes to show, you know, when you don't show enough passion and no desire, no fight to come back into the game, that's what you get at the end of the day. In United, we're just so, we were just so aggressive, and we were just so, what's the word now? I forgot what the word is now, but we were just so, we're on top of it all the time, and we didn't want to give up. We knew we needed to score more goals after the 4-0 at half time, and we were hungry for more goals, and we got the goal advantage up as well, which is good as well, because obviously, you know, we were on 10 goal difference, and now we've whacked that up to 19 within one game. And I'll tell you what, I was thinking to myself, we needed a game to spank someone, and we've got it last night. So that's all credit to the players, and we did fantastically well to do it as well. So yeah, goals galore. What a game! Wow, what a win! What a result! And yeah, let's just take it one game at a time. Talking about the game now, I thought the first half kicked off. I thought, already, I thought Southampton, I thought they were going to give us a game, and you're just thinking, it's going to be tough, going to be difficult, and then you just think, and once obviously you get that, once you straight away see that it's already a red card for the man and he's sent off, it's already the game's gone for Southampton, because he can't come back into the game. He would have had his game plan in place, his tactics in place, and the player went and ruined it for Southampton, ruined it for his team, and then it was just down to United then to go and get our ground running, and but we were all credit to our players, because we were absolutely on top of it from minute 1 to minute 90. It was all about the first goal as well, and brilliant. I think the fullbacks for Manchester United, both Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw, ran the show again. They're starting to get better game by game now. They get a lot of criticism, but when both of them in form, these two can be very consistent, and brilliant from the players. We've got to keep this up now. And but first half, once it kicked off, I thought, yep, this is going to be competitive from start to finish. Once the man got sent off, it was like we were rubbing our hands and saying, right, let's chase after that first goal. I thought we were on the front foot. We were playing with intent. Intensity was there, the tempo, high intensity, high tempo. You could see the fluidity, the urgency. We just kept coming back for more, really. And United were just relentless, and we were just so aggressive in our play. Got in between the lines, made some runs in from behind. And then once we got that first goal, once Wan-Bissaka got his first goal, it's like there's one. And then once you sort of get your first goal and they're down to 10 men, you start to find your confidence, your momentum, your rhythm. And then once you get more confident, when you're confident of scoring that first goal, everything's in favour for that for the opposition to go and smash that team, which gave us the advantage to go and smash Southampton. So once we scored the first goal, it just gave us momentum to go and score 9 goals, really. And then the second goal came brilliant by Rashford, wasn't it? And then Cavani scored, and then Rashford scored. Oh no! And then obviously the own goal happened, and then Cavani scored, which made it 4-0 just before half time. And then straight away you're thinking make substitutions and rest players, and then he brought off Luke Shaw and Cavani, and with the Cavani one it was just a precaution. They didn't want to take a risk with Cavani because he had a bit of an injury as well in that first half, so hopefully he'll be fit for Everton. And then obviously once we made those substitutions, I thought Southampton grew into the game a little bit. I thought they showed a bit more passion, a bit more pride. They showed that desire, that fight to get back into the game. And then obviously once, I said in my last video as well, don't give them any set pieces. They got a set piece, and we were lucky enough that Che Adams was offside. And but yeah, obviously there was all this controversy about VAR as well. So but yeah, and then obviously then it just got even worse for Southampton. With playing. When we had so much firepower in that team, and we had goal scorers, and Martial was on the pitch. Martial was hungry of scoring goals. Martial got on the score sheet. Finally, he's back on the score sheet. No one can't criticise him. McTominay as well on the score sheet. Bruno got a brilliant goal as well himself. Martial got a brace as well. So Martial and Rashford both got a brace as well. And Dan James to top it off as well, which was the icing on the cake for Manchester United, and it was satisfying and very satisfying. And it just got easy for us once the game progressed on, and then obviously once they went down to 9 men, United were just more hungry of scoring more goals, and we were just so ruthless. We didn't want to stop, and yeah, that was the word that I was looking for before. We're just so ruthless from start to finish, and we were just hungry for goals. We didn't want to, settle down at 4-0. We were saying, no, we need to produce the same thing in the second half. And that's what we did. And we got a brilliant performance out the players. Fantastic result. and you know, we're up on the confidence now, and winning mentality's there. The mood's going to be fantastic now at Carrington, so let's look forward to the next game against Everton now. Fantastic team performance by the players last night, who were expecting 9 goals. It's the first time in 25 years we have scored 9 goals at Old Trafford. How satisfying is it? And it's nice to get the goal difference up. Oh yeah, of course, it's always nice to get the goal difference up. I mean, coming into this game, we won 10 goal difference. And I was thinking to myself, and I've been looking at this table for the last couple of days, and I'm thinking to myself, we need that one game where we can just absolutely smash and just dominate and go and demolish a team, so we can rack up this goal difference. And we racked up the goal difference from 10 goal difference to 19 goal difference, and there was such a massive gap between us and City in the goal difference. And if this season, if it's going to come down to goal difference, we need to be scoring more goals. And it was fantastic as well. And what was even more better, we got the clean sheet as well. And but yeah, I mean, it's nice to always get the goal difference up. And they've gone and conceded 9 goals once again. And obviously, it's not nice for Southampton, obviously, to go through it once again, but that's for them to sort it out. And I bet Minamino will be scratching his head thinking, why have I signed for Southampton? So, I mean, there you go. I mean, but it's always satisfying when you score 9 goals like that. First time in 25 years. The last time we scored 9 goals at Old Trafford was against Ipswich, and that ended 9-0 as well. So 25 years later, Ollie has done it as a manager as well. There's only 2 managers that have done it as well, and that's Sir Alex Ferguson and now Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So put that in the history books. And yeah, it's always nice to get the goal difference up. It's always satisfying to rack up the goal difference. 9 goals, who expected it. It got even easier once they went down to 9 men. Bit harsh, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You've got to play by the referee, and whatever the referee says, you've got to play. And they always say, play by the referee, and so that's what Southampton had to do. But at the end of the day, United were just so ruthless, relentless, and we were just not going to stop, and we were just playing with so much urgency, so much freedom. We just had so much energy in us. We had so much we were just hungry for more goals, and we just kept pushing, and then we were just racking up the goals then, and we were just scoring the goals for fun, and fantastic. And we move on. Of course, there were a few VAR calls. First one being the challenge on McTominay, which is a clear red card, but the one that was the most talked about is the challenge on Martial. Did the referee do the right thing by sending off Benetrek, if I got his name right, and was it a foul? Now, this is the thing. 3 things that get me. What you've got to look in this challenge on Martial is Martial through on goal? He's through on goal. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. It's a goal-scoring opportunity, and then you've also got to look at, is there contact in the box? People may say there's not much contact, it's a dive. You can say whatever you like, if it's a dive or not. And as a Manchester United fan perspective, of course, people are going to say, oh yeah, you're going to say it's a foul. It was a foul, actually, on Martial. If you're going to say it's a dive, you need to get to Vision Express, or you need to get down to Specsavers, because that was a foul on Martial. And the reason why, the referee had the right to send him off last night, that Benetrek, or whatever you bloody say his name, he had the right to send him off because it was a goal-scoring opportunity, and he's through on goal. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and then you've got to look at the contact. Is there contact in the box? Yes, there is. Is he through on one-on-one with the goalkeeper? Yes, he is. Is it a goal-scoring opportunity? Yes, it is. And then all 4 of them combined, you're off. And once you're in front of goal, you're through on goal, one-on-one, goal-scoring opportunity, you're off. You're off. And then if there's contact in the box, you're off. You're on your marching orders. And I think the referee did the right thing. He came out and said, Martial said it was not a foul, but I mean, Martial's not great with his English, so you can't really say that. And I don't even think Martial would have said that. I think Martial would have said it was probably a yellow card, but not. at the end of the day, if it's a foul, it's a foul. And people say it's a dive, you need to get down to Specsavers. But I think the referee had the right to send him off. I think it was the right decision. Definitely, Southampton can appeal if they want, but they're not going to win it. So, but at the end of the day, yes, VAR did have a stinker last night, but not only just our game, but in the Arsenal game as well. It was my man of the match. You know what? There's a load of players that could be up for this because there were so many brilliant individual performances last night. I mean, De Gea had not much to do last night. I mean, Wan-Bissaka got a goal. He made some brilliant tackles in crucial moments and crucial times. Lindelof and Maguire, I thought we were not going to be playing with a higher line, but they were absolutely fantastic, them two. Luke Shaw absolutely ran the show once again. McTominay, got a goal as well. Bruno got a goal as well. Cavani got a goal. Rashford, I mean, yes, he did score one goal, but if you take away the own goal, he would have scored a brace, and then Martial scored a brace as well. So every single player deserves the praise. But I mean, Wan-Bissaka was voted man of the match, and I think I am going to give it Wan-Bissaka because it was brilliant. Made some brilliant tackles and at crucial moments, at crucial times, and he also got a goal as well. And it's nice to see the full-backs getting in the act as well, and that's what you have to do as well. You have to press them high up the pitch, put the pressure onto them, get some crosses into the box, and get some dangerous ones in that they don't like, and go and hurt them and go and expose them, and that's what they both did. And Wan-Bissaka deserves my man of the match. He was absolutely fantastic last night. How do we beat Everton? Now, obviously coming against Everton now, I think this is going to be more of a task now against Everton. I know. Now, this is the thing about Everton. This is my jig about Everton. Yes, Everton have yet to play tonight as well. They've got to play Leeds, obviously. They're going away from home. But they're going into that game with low confidence after getting beat by Newcastle 2-0. So it's all about how they react against Leeds. Leeds will be confident going to that one as well. So with them getting the win against Leicester. So we'll find out tonight. Later tonight, if they win, they'll be high in confidence. If they get beat again or if they draw, the confidence will not be there going into our game. So I think Everton, this season, they're a very inconsistent side under Carlo Ancelotti. He's got a system there in place. He likes to play with a 4-2-3-1 as well himself. The thing that gets me with Everton, they can be exposed, and they're there for the taking most of the time, Everton. They do improve in games, but when they show that hunger, that fight, that desire, that passion, that ambition, they turn up. And they're one of those teams where they'll go on a bit of a run of crap form, and then they'll go into a great game, and then they'll turn up out of the blue. So this is where, against Everton, you have got to be on it from minute 1 to minute 90. You cannot switch off. You've got to be on it from minute 1 to minute 90, and you've got to have that quick start. And I mean, if you have that quick start to that game, you can use those full-backs, Wan-Bissaka and Lindelof and Luke Shaw, to go and dictate it on the left and right flank. Get running down there, high press, high intensity, high tempo. Keep pushing, and it's all about you got to be ruthless, you got to be relentless, you got to be aggressive, you got to get in between the. And this is the thing that they don't like as well. You have to get in. You have to get in between the lines against them as well, and make some fantastic runs in from behind as well. And the goals that we scored against them was from getting in between the lines, and it was also down to individual brilliance as well when it needed to come as well at the same time. But against Everton, I think they'll come into this game, I think, with a bit of hope of getting a result. I think this is the chance of also doing the double on Everton this season as well, which will be remarkable as well to do. We've already done the double on Southampton. It'd be nice to do the double on Everton as well. So, Everton, a great side. I mean, they've got some great players. They've got the likes of Galore, James, Allen. They've got some great players with great quality players. They're fantastic. Some days they're great to watch, and some days they're crap to watch. So, but I think what it gets me is their front three, their attacking front three is not good enough in times. You may look at Clive Butler and think he's a goal scorer, But Iwobi and Richarlison, they're just not there for me. And, they're just not that ruthless attacking front three. And, is Iwobi really a right winger? Is Richarlison really a left winger as well? So Richarlison's more of a striker really, and he's playing out of position. So, I mean, they'll be coming into this game with a bit of hope, bit of fight in the game. We just got to have that quick start, and it's always about that quick start. If we get the quick start and get the first goal, they've got to chase down the game, and then we've got to sort of score our comfortable goals that we need, and then it's job done. And then Everton can't really get back into the game now. But then you got to think about it's a weird season. You don't want to let them back into the game, and it's all about defensively. We've got to stay as a unit. We've got to be compact as well. We've got to keep it tight at the back and don't make any mistakes. And the way how they scored their goal, it was down to poor defending as well, and it came down from the right hand side, where that was down to Wan-Bissaka as well being sucked in. So Wan-Bissaka needs to step away from Lindelof and stop getting sucked in, get out wide, and then you'll be able to be on your man, which is going to be Richarlison and Digne as well. So they're going to absolutely run the show. So he's got to be mentally on it. So, and I mean, their pattern of play, it's a little bit slower in times as well. So we've got to, be intelligent in our play. Football intelligence has got to be there as well. Look up, pass, shoot, and everything needs to be there in the final third. Everything. And if we get everything out the final third, get some low and hard crosses into the box, prepare well for this game, not only just mentally but physically as well. Physically, they're a great side, and this is definitely going to be a game where Pogba needs to come back in. Pogba would have had a nice rest last night, and this is a game for Pogba to shine once again. Everton, they're a great side, great team, and we just got to show that desire to go and win this game. We'll be confident. The winning mentality's there. All down to what happens with Everton. It's all down to what Everton do tonight against Leeds, and but yeah, we just got to be up for this one, and we've got to prepare well, not only just mentally but physically as well. And I'm looking forward to a great game against Everton on Saturday. And we just got to get that first goal, settle down, and then look forward to seeing the game off with a couple of more goals, and then that'll be job done. Getting into the goals now. First goal, great ball by Lindelof to Rashford. Rashford passed the ball to Shaw. Brilliant cross by Shaw, and Wan-Bissaka taps it in for 1-0. Second goal, Maguire passed the ball to Shaw. Shaw passed the ball to Greenwood. Greenwood finds Rashford, and Rashford scores to make it 2-0. Third goal, Maguire passed the ball to Cavani. Cavani tried to pass it to Bruno. Regains possession, passed the ball to Rashford. Rashford crossed the ball in. Benak scored an own goal for 3-0. Fourth goal, Rashford passed the ball to Fred. Fred passed the ball to Shaw. Shaw puts a fantastic cross in, and Cavani heads it in for 4-0. Fifth goal, Maguire passed the ball to Bruno. Bruno puts in a brilliant ball over the top. Martial controls it and scores for 5-0. Sixth goal, McTominay passed the ball to Greenwood. The keeper saves it. The Southampton player clears it. Falls to McTominay, and McTominay shoots and scores for 6-0. Seventh goal, Bruno steps up and scores a nice and composed penalty for 7-0. Eighth goal, Lindelof passed the ball to Wan-Bissaka. Brilliant cross by Wan-Bissaka. Martial controls it and scores for 8-0. Ninth goal, brilliant ball from Greenwood to Bruno. Bruno heads it to James, and James nicely, gently taps it in and scores for 9-0. Getting to the stats now, possession for Man United, it was 74.6%. And for Southampton, it was 25.4%. Goals for Man United, it was 9, and for Southampton, it was 0. Total shots for Man United, it was 24, and for Southampton, it was 3. Shots on target for Man United, it was 14, and for Southampton, it was 1. Shot accuracy for Man United, it was 58.3%. And for Southampton, it was 33.3%. Shots inside the box for Man United, it was 15, and for Southampton, it was 0. Shots outside the box for Man United, it was 10, and for Southampton, it was 2. Total passes for Man United, it was 626 passes, and for Southampton, it was 215 passes. The pass accuracy for Man United, it was 88.2%, and for Southampton, it was 65.1%. Getting into the substitutions now, Cavani went off for Martial. Talk about Edison's performance, a fine focal point, and scored with an expert header. Will not have lights coming off at half time, but that's a reflection of his importance. Shaw went off for Van der Beek. Talk about Shaw's performance. Another exceptional performance, created 2 goals, and Southampton could not contain him. So vital to United, he was substituted at half time. Rashford went off for James. Talk about Rashford's performance. bungled a chance from the restart after the red card, but atoned with his 16th goal of the season, substituted on the hour. Next up, we've got Everton. So Everton are set 8th in the table. Yep, like I just said before, I think it's just all about the quick start against Everton. We'll find out what happens tonight against Everton, against Leeds. If they win tonight, they'll have the confidence. If they don't win tonight, or if they win or draw tonight, they'll be low on confidence coming into our game. We're upbeat, we're ready for this one. Just got to be ready mentally and physically as well for this one against Everton. We're beating them earlier on in the season 3-1, and I'll be sort of be going around about the same score as well with this one as well against Everton. Can we do the double on Everton? I think we can. I think we've got the beating of doing it. But like I said before, Everton have got some great players, got great quality players in there. I think 1 or 2 players are out injured. I think we might have a little bit of more of an advantage. Everton are going to be tough, they're going to be difficult, but I think we'll be able to get past these. It's nice that we've sent out a message now. Whoever we've got to play, bring them on. I do not care who it is. I think this Man United team is capable of beating anyone. We had a blip last week, we put it right last night, but bring on Everton on the weekend and I'm sure we'll put these to bed. Just got to be ruthless. We just need that quick and bright start to the game. High intensity, high tempo, get some low high crosses into the box. It's all about, you got to take your chances as well. I don't want a frustrating night once again. Take your chances. We'll beat this Everton team, definitely for sure. So far, Everton are scoring 1.5 goals per game. So far, Everton are conceding 1.3 goals per game. Everton have the 8th best defence in the league as well. Everton have won 10, drawn 3 and lost 6. They've lost to Southampton 2-0, Newcastle 2-1, Man United 3-1, Leeds 1-0, West Ham 1-0 and Newcastle 2-0. Newcastle have done a double on bloody Everton. Everton have lost 2 away games. Everton have been inconsistent this season. They've just not been consistent enough this season under Carlo Ancelotti. The last time Man United beat Everton was on Saturday the 7th of November 2020 and it ended 3-1 to United. That was of course this season. The last time Man United lost to Everton was on Sunday the 21st of April 2019 and it ended 4-0 to Everton. That was the time when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was our interim manager as well. The players to look out for is Keane, Digne, Mina, Godfrey, Coleman, Allen, Delph, Sigurdsson, Decore, Iwobi, James, Bernard, Gomez, Davis, King, Richarlison and Clive-Lewin. Hope you guys are enjoying another video. Be sure to leave a like. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. See you guys in the video in the next couple of days and peace.